Okay, we are doing 1,340 damage. Scovillain EX is a card I have not paid much attention to. Now, there was a Scovillain earlier this year that was kind of fun, but not all that serious. This one also kind of looked not all that serious. But then looking at online tournament results in recent days, and I was shocked to see that this card has a little bit of a resume, including shout out to Savage400, like 5th out of 195 decks, 4th out of 152 decks. And then even a top 16 finish for a deck like Scovillain really caught me off guard. So today I wanted to kick the tires on Scovillain EX to see if this is the real deal. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about Scovillain EX. It is a stage 1 fire type Pokemon, but it's also a grass type Pokemon because of its double type ability, which is very nice because you're going to be hitting Charizard EX for weakness, among other things. Having 2 typings is very great, but that also makes you double weak. So now you are weak to fire and what's grass weak to? Yeah, you're weak to fire and then also water decks, which maybe not the worst thing in the world right now, but still double weakness does suck, but you do get the benefit of double typing in your offense. And it's got the attack Spicy Rage, where for 2 fire energy you do 10 damage plus 70 more damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon, which is not it can definitely stack up over time, especially with a couple of cards that can help bump our damage even higher. This does have the potential to one-hit KO everything in the game. We also hit some ludicrous damage numbers, which you're going to see in this video as well. And if you've got 3 damage counters on this, this is going to one-hit KO Charizard EX. And that in and of itself could be a game changer for somewhere. Charizard's still a pretty popular deck. Let's go and look at the deck list here. We've got a 4-3 line of Scovillain EX. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure there isn't a Capsakid that is a fire type, which is why we have the grass type Capsakid in here, which is unfortunate because that means you can't use Magma Basin onto a Capsakid. You have to wait till you've got Scovillain online before you can attach energy with Magma Basin and get some damage on there and get some energy on as well. So we've got 4-3 line of Scovillain. We've got the 3-3 line of Dodrio. Now, this serves multiple purposes in the deck. One, it's got the ability Zooming Draw, where once during your turn, you can put a damage counter on this Pokemon, and if you do, draw a card. Great, a little bit of a draw engine here. 2, we can combo this with Damage Pump, which lets you move up to 2 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to your other Pokemon in any way you like. So you damage counter two damage from your Dodrio over to Scovillain, and now you're doing another 140 damage, and depending on how much you've already got, you could be pushing into one-hit KO territory on multi-prize Pokemon, if not one-hit KO territory on anything in the game. And then thirdly, this is actually not the worst attacker either, depending on how high this goes. If you can get, now realistically getting to 9 damage counters on your Dodrio is tough, but if you're able to get there, you are now doing 280 damage, as Ballistic Beak does 30 damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. So 9 times 3, 27 plus 1, 280 for 1. Keep that play in your back pocket just in case. And even so, there might be lower breakpoints where you can take out smaller Pokemon with just your Dodrio. In order to get everything set up, Fan Rotom really helps out here, where its Fan Call ability lets you grab up to 3 colorless Pokemon with upwards of 100 HP on your first turn of the game. So you can grab yourself like a Doduo and 2 Dodrios, or vice versa. Whatever combination it is, you should be able to get your draw engine rolling pretty consistently. Fezandipiti helps us draw 3 cards after one of our Pokemon was knocked out on the previous turn. Radiant Charizard can be a great closer, where its attack cost goes down for each prize card your opponent's taken. And because you've got Magma Basin here, if your opponent has taken 3 prizes, you are 1 attach from hand and 1 Magma Basin away from using Radiant Charizard to attack for 250 damage. And then we've got Manaphy here to protect the bench as well. For trainer cards, we've got 1 copy of Countercatcher. When we're behind on prizes, we can gust an opposing bench Pokemon into the active. We've got 4 copies of Damage Pump to move those damage counters off of our Dodrios and put them onto our Scovillains to do massive damage. We've got 1 copy of Secret Box, lets you discard 3 cards, and then you get to grab a supporter, item, tool, and a supporter, item, tool, and stadium Put those all in your hand. Amazing value for one card, being able to search out all of those pieces. 4 copies of Magma Basin lets you drop 2 damage counters on one of your Pokemon and attach a fire energy to a fire Pokemon. Well, you have to do 2 damage counters to a fire Pokemon and then attach energy to them. So not only is this a way of accelerating energy to our Scovillains, it's also a way of building that damage up so that we hit more. Well, we hit harder. We've got 2 copies of Night Stretcher. Lets us search our deck for a basic energy or a Pokemon, put it back into our hand. Can be amazing. That's an amazing recovery option for whatever piece we need. 2 copies of Rescue Board gives us a 1 fewer retreat. And that's really nice because a lot of our deck is 1 retreat, and we can have our Dodrio or our Fan Rotom act as our pivot, because you definitely want to have, in particular for energy acceleration, you want to keep your Scovillains on the bench until you can do damage on them with the Magma Basin. So having extra pivot options is fantastic for that. We've got 2 copies of Nest Ball to get our basic Pokemon down, 2 copies of Professor's Research where we discard our hand, draw 7 cards, 2 copies of Arven, lets us search our deck for an item and a tool card, and that can get us pieces like the Night Stretcher, Rescue Board, and so on. 2 copies of Boss's Orders to gust an opposing bench Pokemon into the active. In particular, because our damage is going to vary throughout the game, there might be times where you can one-hit KO a Fezandipiti EX, but you can't one-hit KO a Pidgeot, and Boss's Orders can help you take those key prizes when you need them. 4 copies of Iono for hand disruption, where both players shuffle their hands, put it to the bottom of their deck, and then draw equal to the number of prize cards they have remaining. In particular, when you're behind on prizes, this can give you a little bit of a leg up on your opponent, as they will end up with fewer cards than you do. 1 copy of Super Rod to grab 3 in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy cards from our discard pile, put them back into our deck. 3 copies of Buddy Poffin to get our basic Pokemon down up to 70 HP, and we've got a lot of those types of Pokemon in the deck, such as Capsakid, Dodrio, Fan Rotom, and Manaphy. Let's go wrap this up here. 4 copies of Ultra Ball, discard 2 cards, grab a Pokemon of your choice, and then 2 copies of Earthen Vessel, where you get to discard a card and then grab an energy of your choice. And then last but not least, the deck has 7 fire energy. So I think you can go either first or second. I tried to go first with varying degrees of success. It's not necessarily the worst fate in the world to go second. Does give you the opportunity to potentially get better set up, potentially get more damage counters on your Pokemon, so that when Scovillain comes up, you are swinging for massive damage. And that's the goal of the game here, is to try and have a steady stream of Scovillains throughout the match, so that you are hitting for 1-hit KO damage on everything in the game. Now, I will say, just before we get to these matches, that there's not a lot of match footage here. I ended up trying out the deck just before the end of this stream, so not a lot of material. This is more just a proof of concept for what Scovillain can do. Definitely, I would want to test this out more, and you guys should try test this out as well. See if this is something that you think has some serious legs. Maybe, I mean, just shout outs to Savid for being absolutely cracked in the online tournament scene. I see their name all the time in tournaments, doing very well. We've covered their decks multiple times, and this might be another one that is, like, I don't think this is ever going to be like a big time meta deck or anything like that, but it's a very cool deck with some potential to upset some of the big meta decks in the game, especially a Charizard EX where you're hitting for weakness as well. So yeah, check it out. Bro. Okay. No! What is this hand? What are we doing here? Now, the Fan Rotom kind of goes hard, but like, we can't, the Radzard being stuck in the active is absolutely miserable. And Karukos, welcome. How you doing? Okay, do we, I don't even know if this deck has a switch. I'm gonna get rid of Research and Night Stretcher here. Let's go take a look at what we have. Fan Rotom seems very nice, because then we can get all the pieces, or we can get the duos down, but like, we still need Yeah, let's go get the Fan Rotom down. Unfortunately, does this mean I have to go and get rid of... I think we have to get rid of this Iono. Which isn't necessarily the worst. Or do we get rid of... No, we can't... Okay. We can't use 3 Dodrios here. Let's go get rid of 1 and 1. Let's go get a Capsakid down. And let's wait. Just started playing the game after some Googling, ended up here. Oh, okay. Well, welcome. How you doing? What sort of, like, what deck did you start with? Okay, they get a Greninja up. They're going to probably one-hit KO this Radzard. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Are they going to get a snipe here? No, right? They need to attach. It's 1 colorless less. Okay. Oh, they can still attack for 0 energy. Yeah, that's it. Okay. That sucks. How do we... Because we can't... Okay. Okay. We're going to bring the Fan Rotom up. We're going to bring the Fan Rotom up, and maybe we can get some... make some stuff happen here. And let's draw... Put 1 damage counter on this. And this is up to 2 damage from one of your Pokemon to another. Okay. Yeah, that damage pump doesn't work right this second. Okay, Fez is good. Fez is good. And I would like to get 1 more Capsakid if possible. And let's go... Oh, Fez first. Is there... Ooh. Okay. Actually, you know what? If we go... Hold on. 1 energy less. There's still 1 double turbo energy from, like, destroying our deck. If we go and... I think we attach the Capsakid, and let's go Iono. And we pray. Can we get set up here? Actually, you know what? Here, we do this. If we go Magma Basin, and we go Secret Box, we go grab... Oh, are we gonna get... Ultra Ball, Tool, Rescue Board, Stadium, and a supporter? I guess Iono here? Did we play a supporter yet, or no? Okay, if we go... Wait, why can't I... Oh, because I don't have a Scovillain. Okay. If we go like this... We get the Scovillain out. This is not doing a lot of damage yet. But... I see. Yeah, we have to Magma Basin after the fact. Now we retreat. And this is doing what? 150? Okay. Yeah, they could take out... They'll probably take out both our Dodrios here. And how do we get more damage on... is this... What does the Phoebus block? Terras. Okay. Oh, but they do hit water. Okay, we have to get rolling. We should... Yeah, we're going to KO this Greninja, and then we have to get ourselves... a little more set up. But I think we're okay. We'd have to get... Okay, Capsakid. Zooming draw. Yeah, damage pump. I need a Scovillain in the worst way. Okay, we are doing 1,340 damage. Okay, let's go and get... Okay, there's no way they're going to have a double turbo energy ready, right? No way. Spicy Rage for 1,340 damage, and they need a double turbo energy, and they can attack, and then it'll be bad. But right now, like, we're kind of chilling. We're kind of chilling. Okay, now it's worse. Now it's worse, but, like... They're gonna get instant KO'd. Yeah, like, this is over. What? Are you kidding me? Yeah, we just swing for another 1,300 to... No. 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 Guys, are you kidding me? What? No. That was crazy. And look, I know we're not playing the most meta deck right here, but like they could do good damage. They had like a wall. There's clearly a strategy here. Maybe they didn't set up the strongest, but like, yo, Scovillain, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? 13, a trillion, billion, zillion damage off of one hit. Okay, we gotta try. We gotta try this some more. All right, GG's with the. Okay. Can you add some too? Yeah, sure. Thank you for asking, Little Tone. Manaphy. All right. Our turn. Let's go. Sure. We can go Capsakid. And then we go Doduo and Fan Rotom. And then we go and grab... do we just... Yeah, I guess we grabbed 3 of these because we prized one of our Doduos. Okay, let's go. You love Pokemon, but don't play cards. Your daughter 4 likes collecting the cards. She can't read, though. Okay, no worries. And thank you. You have a great day, Dougie. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for sharing the codes of the community. The codes do mean a lot to the community being able to unlock cards and stuff like that. So much appreciated. Archaludon EX. I did two of those. You gotta watch the YouTube channel, Lil Tone. Oh, I typed in Lil Tone. Hold on. Archaludon. Here, I'll share both of those. Also, I think I might have been wrong on Archaludon. I thought Archaludon Starmie was the way to go, but Archaludon Dialga seems to be the most popular way to play it. Now, this is an interesting matchup because we hit Charizard for weakness. If we can get set up, like, we should be fine. What should you spend your crystals on? There's a video from Trust Your Pilot which has like the best explanation for that. But generally you want to buy the Shadow Rider League battle deck first, and that will get you the maximum amount of credits in order to then eventually get the... There's a Scovillain. That's fantastic. Eventually get more cards that you need for your deck. Okay. Do we Secret Box here? I don't have any energy, though. I don't want to get rid of my hand, but... What is... Let's go Secret Box here. And we'll get rid of the Dodrio. We'll get rid of the Manaphy. And we'll get rid of an Iono here. And let's go grab... Item Supporter Tool? Yeah, there's... And what do we want for a supporter here? Maybe we grab... Yeah, we grab Research and we play Arven right now. I haven't played a supporter yet, right? I don't think so. Okay, so if we can get... Arven gets us... What does Arven get us right now? Like a damage pump would be cool. And I need another way of getting energy in the discard pile. So let's go... Do we Earthen Vessel? I think that's what we do. We get 2 Earthen Vessels. To... Or Ultra Ball? Ultra Ball could be cool. But then we still only have 1 energy. Okay. Let's go grab Ultra Ball. Yes. And we'll Earthen Vessel away. Do we want to... Radzard? I guess we can Night Stretch for that back. Let's go. And we can go grab... Fire Energy. And... I guess we grab... Let's go grab an Iono. Or get rid of the Research here. And we'll go grab a second Scovillain. And right now, there's no point in going in. So let's go and get that Radzard back. Yeah, we're not doing enough damage to the Fezandipiti. So let's just go hard retreat. Ooh, Secret Box Zard. Let's go. Let's go. I could attack into the Fez, but like we're not doing enough damage on the Fezandipiti to one-shot it. And then let's just hard retreat, and then it's going to be tougher to get at that anyway. We put ourselves... If we put this out there, they wouldn't attack it anyway. But like, I don't think we gain anything swinging into the Fezandipiti. Do we have any more energy? Right now, they have to get... We need to get a little bit more damage on the board on a Scovillain, and we can one-hit KO this Zard. So if we can get a pump or something... But yeah, right now, swinging into the Fezandipiti doesn't give us anything. And maybe they swing into the Scovillain, but like we can put ourselves in a... I think we can do better than swinging into a Fezandipiti that does nothing. Okay, Collapse Stadium. Yeah, right now we're doing 280 damage. We need 1 more damage counter on the Scovillain, and we are okay. Can we get 1 more damage counter on the Scovillain? If we can get... Boss, nope. I don't want to give them more cards, but like, ugh. Okay, we'll attach the second Scovillain, and let's go... Let's go Iono here. And pray. Damage pump. Perfect. Okay. So if we go and... yeah, let's go and move 2 damage from this. 140, 280. I think we can just put 1 on the Scovillain, right? Like, we have KO here. Hold on. Oh, well, I screwed that up. 21. I think that's right. I think that's right. Yeah, we hit for 440. And Fezandipiti gets us some more cards. And we swing for 440. Now they're in big trouble. They have no attacker. My game is lagging here a little bit. There we go. Get that Capsakid. We can get our second Scovillain built up. This is going to be very tough. How do you hit 440? This is 10 plus 70 damage for each damage counter on it. And then we are also fire and grass type. This is actually not a bad attacker in the deck either, the Dodrio. If we could find a boss, that would be fantastic. Okay, we get Iono. Unfortunately, we don't get Iono'd into boss. That's kind of the match we want. This deck can beat Zard? Oh yeah, absolutely. It needs some pieces. It's not perfect. It's absolutely not a 10-0 matchup or anything like that. But it absolutely can beat Zard. Let's try and use Dodrio to draw into boss. Now, where this is also going to get horrifying is that the Dusclops and Dusk Noir can really mess up our math here. Does this mean we are weak to fire? As long as this Pokemon's in play, it is... I believe so. Yeah, we would get knocked out by this thing pretty bad. Which they might want to use to power up. Okay, let's go see how they play it. Bum, bum, bum. I want boss. Okay, they play Jamming Tower. That's kind of annoying, but not the end of the world. And the counter catcher up like the Fezandipiti. Oh, okay. That's fine. Don't leave the Pidgeot in there. Don't leave the... Don't do it. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Yeah, hard retreat. If you can. I don't know if they can. Oh, no. Okay. So we Magma Basin. Hold on. Let's zooming draw first. And they shouldn't have gusted up the one with... I think they've miscalculated horribly here. Because, like... They should have gusted this one up, because even if Jamming Tower's out, like... How much damage we are doing to 10? Okay, in order to knock out the Pidgeot, we need to drop another... 1. So let's go and grab a damage pump here. And we will go... Here, let's go and bump this. And let's go retreat. Right now we are doing 220? Yeah. So let's go and bump damage from this one. So if we get it to 4, that's going to be 28, 29. That'll one-hit KO. This will soften this up. Now we've got a second Scovillain ready to go. And this is going to be very tough for our opponent. Not impossible, but tough for our opponent to recover from. 290, take 2 prizes. Okay, counter catcher. Not going to matter. Boss could matter, though. Dodrio's a sneaky good attacker in this deck if this gets high enough. If this gets to 90, this is doing 280 damage. So if they're going to attack with the Radzard at this point, which I would imagine they would. If we can get one more damage counter on the Scovillain, and then we can gust up the Fezandipiti, and then that's game. Oh, they're going to play Zard. Okay. And they'll go 1-2-2 or 1-2. Actually, yeah, we can get the damage. If they don't bump Magma Basin, then we've won. And hopefully they don't bump Magma Basin. They have no draw engine at this point. Charizard doesn't run many stadiums, and I'm pretty sure they've blown all their stadiums. So that should be game. And we could even... Yeah, we don't even have to hit for weakness because we can just gust up the Fezandipiti and we're doing 1 billion damage regardless. So, if they Dusk Noir away, no, we're still fine. I think we're still. I think we've got him in checkmate. I don't see a world. Maybe they play Unfair Stamp. I don't know. But right now, with our current hand, they are not doing it. Dusclops? Not gonna do it. I don't think Dusclops adds any value to them. Okay. Cool. So, yeah, we just Gust KO. Well, we have to put some more damage on the Scovillain, which is totally fine. Totally fine. Let's go build this. Let's just play it out, right? I know we could make the more direct move, and I want to play out and see, like, how much damage can we get on this Scovillain? Can we put ourselves in a position where we could knock out the Fezandipiti? I'm pretty sure we can, but okay. So, if we go and flip the script, Magma Basin, we're going to Magma Basin. We don't get any extra perks here. We are just hitting for, assuming not weakness, we are doing... We're still doing 290 damage. That's enough to KO the Fezandipiti. We are hitting the Charizard for weakness, though. And we go and blast for 580 damage. GG's. Boom. So, yeah, there we go. Charizard goes down to the almighty Scovillain. Being able to hit for weakness is pretty nice. Grass weakness is nice because there's a bunch of dark decks in the format. Now, hitting fire is not so great. I mean, there's not that much metal in the format and not that much grass, but you can pick off things like Teal Mask Ogre Pawns to make that worthwhile. And this is the money match that you want. And it's not perfect, right? Like, you still have to, your engine is not as reliable as Charizard's to get all the things set up, but when you get rolling, you can hit some huge numbers. And I think the big game-changing moment there is our opponent taking for granted that Scovillain can also one-shot Pidgeot with enough damage counters. I think that they would have been in trouble no matter what. Like, I wouldn't have put the Dodrio with the damage counters in, or with the rescue board in the active, because if the stadium gets bumped, then I could just retreat for free, and that makes it a little easier for me. I would have gusted something up that didn't have the board. But yeah, the big mistake was putting in the Pidgeot. I'm not sure if they had any other options in that sense. Maybe they didn't, but like, going in with the Pidgeot just made it an easy one-hit KO for Scovillain, at which point now we had the other Scovillain ready to go, and we could one-shot everything on their board. GG's. There we go. That is a look at Scovillain EX. I wish I had more time with the deck. Unfortunately, we are wrapping up here on the stream, but definitely see the potential, right? That first game hitting for over 1,000 damage is bonkers, and I do have concerns about being able to keep a steady stream of Scovillains going and making sure that the damage is all there. But I think it's very awesome if you are into rogue decks and want to play something different that does potentially have some upside to take out some of the bigger decks in the game. But for now, I gotta get going. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at @InThirdPerson. You can find me on Twitch at @InThirdPerson, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And check out the website inthirdperson.com for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So until the next one, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.